he has to go for E-Speed here. Or if he gets the confusion, I guess. If he just relies on the confusion, then he can still win off that. He doesn't even tear the Terapagos. Rocky Helmet Terapagos. That's a new one. What is up, everybody? We are back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation J VGC. We are here today with the last mythical Pokemon that is now allowed with the Regulation G current rule set, at least for the in-game ranked ladder. I have not featured for you guys, which is Zarude. Zarude is a grass dark type mythical that overall its stats are kind of mid, and the main thing that's kind of holding this thing back is it just doesn't really have that good of an ability, and its typing overall without a Terra is just pretty damn bad. So you're not going to really be seeing this thing very much. It also has the exclusive move Jungle Healing, which is kind of just an exclusive version of Life Dew, but instead of just healing by I think like 1/4, it also cures status conditions. So it's an exclusive move that's pretty much similar to that, but it's just a little tiny bit better. And even then, at healing status conditions, it doesn't make it that much better, not really. So overall, kind of not really that good of a Pokemon, but we're going to see if we can actually make it work with this team today. There's a team by Zolrain. If you guys want to use this team, Rental in the corner. I actually do not have a paste for this team. This is somebody that also used to post in like a lot of the Discord servers I'm in. Maybe they posted this team there, but I got this team online from another content creator, so that gave me a Zarude team. So I don't have to paste this team, but I'm assuming it's probably on Discord somewhere, but I don't see them posting their teams on Discord, or maybe they're just not in the servers I'm in anymore. I'm not sure, but if there is a paste, it's probably in one of the Discord servers or something. I'm not sure. If I can find it after I'm done recording this and when I'm uploading this, I'll throw in the description down below. But as of right now, I have the paste for this team. I'm gonna kind of run through and then we're gonna hop in some games. We have the Zarude on this team. Now this is more of like a Sun team. And pretty much what the Zarude really is on this team, it's kind of a replacement, like a budget replacement for Brute Bonnet, which would normally be in the same spot as the Zarude is. The reason why Brute Bonnet is just way better in Sun is because you get the Photosynthesis boost, which is a million times better of an ability just straight away than what Zarude has. Leaf Guard, all that does is that in the Sun, it cures your status condition. That's all it does, and the odds of that are really slim anyways. Because the stuff that usually wants to be going for status on you, if anything, usually is a Prankster Pokemon, and you're a Dark type, so you're immune to Prankster stuff anyways. So a lot of the status stuff that you're going to be getting is either just like random, and you're not going to be able to control it much anyways. So I guess it's good if you get a random para or like Burn off of Scald or something, like for example, but you have to have the Sun set up. It's just not that good of an ability. Really bad ability. It kind of falls into like the same spot as like Brute Bonnet kind of does. Brute Bonnet also gets Spore, it gets Sucker Punch, way better move pool, just a way better Mon overall, especially for like these type of Sun teams. It's kind of what the Zarude really is on this team. Kind of replaces the Brute Bonnet and throws it onto this team. It's kind of what this team is. I would not be surprised if this team would originally had like Brute Bonnet on it, and the person that created this team just took the Brute Bonnet off and just threw a Life Orb Zarude onto this team instead. It's kind of what this team looks like. That's kind of what it really is overall. We're going to see how it works. So I think that's one of the only main ways to really play this thing if you do want to use Zarude. I just don't think it's that good, which we'll probably find out. We have the Koraidon on this team with the clear damage. It's a really standard Terra Fire set. Covert Cloak, Walking Wake. You get the boost in the Sun. Booster Energy, Flutter Mane. Just a no-brainer on a lot of these Sun teams. You got the Chien-Pao on this team to boost a lot of the damage from the Zarude, the Koraidon, and the Entei, especially in the Sun on this team. You also have Taunt on this Chien-Pao, which is kind of unique. I haven't seen much Chien-Pao with Taunt on it. And then you also have the Entei on this team. This is actually a special Choice Scarf Entei, which is really interesting. I think the main reason for that is because you already have the physical fire type with the Koraidon on this team. It's probably going to be going Terra Fire most of the time. So you actually have the Choice Scarf Eruption Entei on this team, which is really unique. So we're going to see how that actually does. And then you have the Heat Wave Weather Ball, which can be good in rain as well, and a few of your other weathers, but usually in the Sun just does fire type damage, just single target damage if they have like Wide Guard. And needs to have coverage for Calyrex and a few other things. Snarl and just lower stats. So, cool team. We're gonna see how it does. Let's hop in some games. Alright, we're here at the game. We're going against a Regulation H team. I know there's going to be somebody in the comments, why are you using this team on the casual ladder, man? Well, if you guys are paying attention to the channel, I'm actually building a Regulation I team. I guess Regulation J team, technically, because I'm using on the Regulation J ladder. And I'm actually going to try to use that team to get to Master Ball tier. It's almost done, at least I'm recording this, so... I was actually building the team on stream this past day, so... If you guys missed when I'm live, I was actually team building on stream, and I was getting it ready to go. That's why I'm not playing ranked, because I'm using one of my own teams to get to Master Ball tier for Regulation J, so... If you guys want to use this team on the ranked ladder, go do it yourselves. By all means. What do I want to bring here? I think Zarude is actually really good here. I think Zarude is really good. I could bring Koraidon. I think I'm just going to leave Koraidon here. Koraidon, Zarude. I don't know why he has Dreadnought on his team when he has like a Sun team. Really weird Regulation H team. Half of it is Sun and like half of it just is like doesn't really want to have Sun being boosted versus it. And like he has a random Dreadnought, which I don't know what that even does. I'll bring the Chien-Pao here, and then I think I'll bring Flutter. Actually, I'll bring Walking Wake. Walking Wake looks pretty good too. Kind of a weird team. I don't know what the Electros really does either. Still waiting for the Mega Electros too. That's another Mega we have not yet to get revealed for Legends EA. Still waiting on that. Same with Mega Scolipede, Mega Starmie, Scrafty, a few other ones. So I just leave with this. What do I want to do here? Kind of want to just nuke this Ninetales right away, but I feel like I kind of have to Terra here. Otherwise, I just get one-shotted. I don't know. How much does a Solar Blade do to this Galley, though? I want to see how much a Solar Blade does, and I'm just going to go for the Collision Course here. It's kind of the problem with this Zarude. Like, its typing is just so terrible. Especially for Regulation J, like, its typing is terrible. You gotta Terra this thing if you want to use it most games. That's kind of the problem I have here. If I don't want to get one-shotted turn 1, I gotta Terra this thing. He actually is Terra Psychic. Man, I wish I would've went for knockoff now. That would've been huge. Solar Blade has to kill. I just cleanly one-shot Ninetales. Get that out of here. Can I one-shot him, please? Show us how strong you are. Give us a reason why people should be using Zarude on their team. Okay, it does get the one-shot. It does get the one-shot, okay? That's pretty impressive. I didn't think it was going to one-shot him. I'll give the Zarude credit for that one. Double down, turn 1. We're looking really nice here. I'm seeing my opponent's team just really weak to Koraidon. Holy shit. Gosh, is my opponent's team just weak to Koraidon. I'm gonna knock off here. Actually, I could. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock off onto the Venusaur here. And I'm just gonna go for Collision Course onto the Goodra. He can't Terra. His Terra's done. If he had Sleep Powder, I would've just went for Sleep Powder there, because the only way I think he has to really start winning this game is if he has Sleep Powder and puts a lot of my shit to sleep. That just one-shots him. I don't know how he wins now, at all. See how much a knockoff does. Does a solid amount of damage. I think you just surrender here. I think he literally just surrenders. Alright, they're ball. He must not have sleep powder. If I were him too, I would have went after the Zarude, because the Zarude is at least neutral to weather ball. I don't know if it matters much though. You're still dead. No matter what you try to kill, you're still dead. So whatever. Absolute destruction. Granted, it was a kind of more of an oddball Regulation H team, so you kind of expect the Regulation J team to kind of prevail over that, but still, kind of a shorter game. Pretty much done in like 3 turns, so I might actually just throw a bonus match into this video for you guys because this game was so short. So I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we're here at the game. My opponent is running a Regulation I team, I think. Or Regulation G team. Dropagos, Chien-Pao, Meowscarada, Lucario, Ting-Lu, and Ogerpon. So, this is kind of a shitty game because he has Dropagos, which just gets rid of Sun once it goes Terra, which kind of shuts down a lot of what this team really likes to do. So, what do I want to do here? I'm not going to lead the Koraidon just mainly because if he leads Dropagos, I don't want him going Terra and just wiping away my weather turn 1. So, I think what I do here is I could lead Zarude. Like, Zarude ain't bad into his team. I think Entei, leading Entei is really nice here. I think I just lead Entei. Chien-Pao is also pretty good into his team, I guess. I think I just lead Flutter Mane. I'll bring Koraidon in the back. I know, Zarude is okay here, but like if I really want this thing to do anything this game, I gotta go Terra Ghost, I think. I think I'm going to try to bring it, though. If there's a game it can do something, it can do stuff versus this enemy team. I just got to play it really good. I think that's the kind of the problem with Zarude as well, is like, since you don't have Spore like Brute Bonnet, then like a lot of your usability and reasons to bring it to a game go away. Spore is just such a good move. She just leaves this. I'm glad I never led Koraidon. So if he goes Terra here, he's going to wipe away my stuff. I am Choice Scarf Entei. So if I really wanted to here, I could make the play into the Koraidon. I'm not going to, though. I think he just Terras here in the turn 1. What do I want to lock myself into? I guess I could also lock myself into Heat Wave here. I can just go Heat Wave. I'll lock myself into Heat Wave here, and I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. See if he Terras. I'm hoping he just Terras and just doesn't even bother with the Terra Shell stuff. He has Quick Claw Chien-Pao. Here we go with the Quick Claw popping. It's going to... Oh, I actually live. I barely live. Barely live. Get this thing out of here, please. He actually lives. It's just like he has a Sash, but he doesn't. What are the odds of that low roll? Okay, the Entei literally doesn't know. I thought it would do more damage to the Dropagos than that. Come on now, Entei. I live that, so I'm glad I never went for Eruption. He has a Terra here. I'm just going to Heat Wave again. I think I'm better off just going for damage here. I could switch out the Flutter Mane just to get my Sun up, but I think I just go for damage here. There's Bullet Punch. I forgot about Bullet Punch. It's surprising because a lot of the Lucario's movesets, they don't have room for Bullet Punch. It's kind of one of those mons that has like 4 move slot syndrome. You want to run a lot of stuff, which is... I can't even one-shot a Lucario. You gotta be kidding me. I understand I don't have the Sun up, but come on. I thought Entei was more powerful than that. I can't even one-shot a Lucario, y'all. I mean, if he has E-Speed, I'm probably dead here anyways. I'm gonna go into this Zarude. I'll Heat Wave again. I think I just get E-Speeded into Oblivion here, though. I guess I could Jungle Healing, but I don't think it really does anything, because I'm probably going to be dead. I'll just knock off here, I think. I mean, I could also go Terra Ghost, but I think if he doesn't E-Speed me here, he dies to Heat Wave. So, he has to go for E-Speed here. Or if he gets the Confusion, I guess. If he just relies on the Confusion, then he can still win off that. Doesn't even Terra the Terapagos. Rocky Helmet Terapagos. That's a new one. I'm gonna be pissed here if the only reason he lives is because I got hit in confusion. There it is. I could have went Terra Ghost. Oh no. Wow, that is so ballsy too. That is so fucking ballsy to do, because if I would outsped there and I wouldn't have hit myself, this Lucario would have died. That is so ballsy to do. I thought he would for sure go for E-Speed or Bullet Punch. I mean, now it's a 1v2, but I still have a Terra on deck here, so... Depending on what his last mon is, I'm still in a pretty good spot. It's Meowscarada, so that I'm fine with that. Meowscarada can't touch me at all. And like, just to be sure here, I'm gonna go Terra Fire, predicting a possible Play Rough. Just in case he has Play Rough. And I'm just gonna go Flame Charge here. I'm not gonna take the chance that he has a random Protein Play Rough. I'm gonna be pissed if I lose versus this guy, because like, this guy's, he didn't even Terra, he didn't even use a Terra. He has the Terapagos, and he was the best thing he could have went for a Terra on, and he didn't even go for it here. He's gonna Terra the Meowscarada and Terra Grass. I don't know what that does for you at all, bro. Like a 3-hit KO. I'm gonna actually go for Flame Charge here because he could be Sash. We haven't seen a Focus Sash on any of his mons yet, so I don't want to take a bunch of recoil if I don't have to. Just in case he happens to be Sash Meowscarada. Okay. Because if he was Sash there and I take a bunch of recoil, if he has a really good high roll with the amount of damage he has, there's still a chance I can maybe lose. So I don't know. Or if he had knockoff there, I could have took more damage. I'll take the dub though. Really close game for how that was. It shouldn't have been that close of a match, but him getting the confusion there and me dying to my own confusion, that really kind of made the game a lot closer than it should have been. Otherwise, I think I would have won on that turn, because I don't think there's any way he won the game at that point. So I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, here's another game. Opponent's running a Regulation J team. Oh, this is going to be a fun one, y'all. Arceus, Chien-Pao, Grimmsnarl, Urshifu, Volcarona, and Miraidon. This is going to be such a fun one. I cannot wait to play versus this. I think the one good thing I have going here is like Flutter Mane's really good in my opponent's team. I guess apart from Terra's, but overall it's pretty solid in my opponent's team. He can't E-speed me either, which is pretty nice. So I think I lead Flutter here. I don't know what else I really want to lead though. I guess maybe Koraidon, but I don't know. Chien-Pao lead ain't bad either. I can sweep away Terrain, I guess. I could also taunt the Grimmsnarl too. I'll bring Koraidon in the back. I don't know. Do I want to bring Zarude here? I feel like Zarude just doesn't really do much. I feel like it doesn't really do much here, y'all. I guess Entei. I guess I'll bring Zarude. I don't know if Entei does much more either. I think worst case is if he brings Volcarona, because then I'm gonna have to worry about taking Flame Body. He leads Volcarona. He's prepared for it. So he has the fucking Rage Powder, Swords Dance, Arceus. That's what this shit is. Oh my gosh. I mean, I just Shadow Ball here. I just Shadow Ball to try to kill the Volcarona right away. And then I just taunt. That way you can't set up a Swords Dance on me. On the off chance he doesn't go for Rage Powder. That literally does nothing. That is a bulky as fuck Volcarona. That might even be Assault Vest. That looks so... That does literally nothing. There's the Sword Stance. Perfect. That might be Assault Vest. I think that maybe is Assault Vest Volcarona with how much damage that did. That literally did nothing. I mean, I'll Dazzling Gleam here. I'll Dazzling Gleam and then... He's taunted now, so he's not going to really be doing as much damage. I could just Sucker Punch the Volcarona here too, because I'm probably going to be dead. He probably just E-speeds me if I'm being real. Okay, so I waste my turn. He's not AV, he just happens to be a really bulky Flutter, or a really bulky Volcarona. He's not even AV. Dazzling Gleam does nothing. Does nothing at -1. I mean, I gotta go into Koraidon now. That's the problem here. I have to go into Koraidon, and then he starts going for Rage Powder. That's what this shit is gonna be. I gotta try to kill the Volcarona. I think it is Terra. Terra Flare Blitz, and then I'll Sucker Punch the Arceus here. This is gonna be a tough game to win because by the time I actually get through this fucking Volcarona, I've already lost almost 3 Pokemon. I'm probably it's gonna be a tough game to win. And his taunt runs on his next turn too. What is it, Terra Water Volcarona? Probably Terra Water. I'm just having some really bad matchups tonight, too. The matchups I'm getting with this team are just terrible. Everything I'm going against on the ladder night is just fucking terrible for this team. You cannot make this shit up. It is the worst shit ever. Now we just get to sit here and play with fucking Rage Powder spam bullshit while the Arceus sets up to +4 and then sweeps me. That's what this is gonna be. Almost pick up the KO, but it's just not enough. And he's Rocky Helmet too. That really helps. The one thing this team hates is the fucking bulky Volcarona with all that bullshit. I don't know. I'm gonna try to Collision Course. I guess I can go for Protect here too, or just try to go for Flame Charge. I'm gonna try to Collision Course here and just go for Solar Blade. I could also try to Jungle Healing though, which could be a crazy play here. I might just Jungle Healing. I'm gonna Jungle Healing. I thought it would restore way more health than that. That is literally nothing. I would rather have just went for knockoff. I think I should have just went for knockoff there. That was a waste of a turn. That is how bad Jungle Healing is, y'all. I don't know what I expected. It's kind of the same amount of health that Life Dew restores. I don't know. I'm gonna try to Collision Course here, but I think the main thing I'm surprised by is he's a bulky Arceus, so I guess it doesn't really matter, because he's going to be clicking E-speed anyways. That's why they usually don't run that much speed. But I was able to outspeed him there. If I knew that, I would have just went for knockoff. Jungle Healing was a waste of a turn. I mean, I could try to Protect here, but I think he just E-speeds the Koraidon, and I just die here. Okay, he just actually one-shots the Zarude. Okay. I mean, there's no way I win this anyways. There's literally no way I win. kill the Arceus, but it's far too fucking late. There's no way I win the game. I guess if I would have went for knockoff there, I don't know how much that would have really changed anything either, even if I would have went for knockoff. I don't know how much that would have did. He's even sashed him, pal. I just don't think this team's that good. That's kind of the thing I'm finding the collusion of. I think this team would be a million times better with like Brute Bonnet on it instead of the Zarude. The Zarude is just so bad that it is just actively holding this team back from being any types of good. And like the only way you can get around is if you don't bring the Zarude to a lot of your games, but then like why the fuck do you have the Zarude on this squad if you're not going to bring it that much? I don't know. And like even in the matchups that you think it would do a lot of stuff into and it would have a really good game, it just doesn't really do anything. Even in like the good matchups it's supposed to have, or at least you think it would have. Like that's the problem with it too. A lot of these games I think it would be a really good matchup for and I still bring it and it doesn't really do much. So I don't know. I'll see you guys in one more game. Alright, here's another game. We're going against a opposing Sun team. One is the Calyrex, Ice, Fluttermane, Chiyu, Lando Eye, Ogerpon, Rock, and Koraidon. So what do I want to do here? I like Walking Wake here. It looks really nice. I guess Zarude ain't bad here, especially with like Terra Ghost. It's okay. It's not crazy good, but it's okay with Terra Ghost. I just gotta be really careful because the Chiyu's probably Scarf. Just looking at his team. It's either that or the Lando Scarf. I don't know. I think I just lead Fluttermane here. I'll lead Fluttermane. I'll lead Zarude. I'll bring Koraidon in the back. And I think I just bring the Walking Wake here. I think that's what I roll with. It's gonna be another tough game to win. I just have so many bad matchups on the ladder tonight. Some really bad luck with a lot of these teams I'm going against. Every single one of them almost. Like I just have such a bad matchup into. I'm struggling just from the team preview. A lot of them. Speed booster, so I mean I'm forced to Terra Ghost here, otherwise the Zarude literally gets one-shotted, so I think he probably goes Terra Fire here. Terra Fire Koraidon, so I think I'm just gonna Shadow Ball to get rid of the Fluttermane, and then I'm gonna Terra Ghost and go for knockoff. So I think he goes Terra Fire here. We predicted that correctly. So I'll get a lot of knockoff damage. It won't be resisted anymore. There's the Shadow Ball. He wins the speed tie. I live though. We're gonna swap Shadow Balls here. Mine does more damage, but it doesn't get the KO, which sucks. I actually outspeed his Koraidon, which is really interesting. I didn't think I'd outspeed him. So he has Flame Charge, so he's not running max speed, he's running, so he had like a Flame Charge build. I'm in a terrible spot now, y'all. I'm gonna try to Dazzling Gleam here and then just go for, I guess I can Shadow Ball here, just try to Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, knock off, but I think I just drop here. I don't know what I really do into this, because now I have a Koraidon in the back, and I don't have a Terra for it. So, like, I just get one-shotted by Moonblast. If this was like a Brute Bonnet on this team, like I could have went Terra Ghost here, and then I would have went for Spore. Spore would have been just such a better move to have. Spore with the Koraidon, I wouldn't have to worry about it at all for like 1 or 2 turns. Or even like if I wanted to go like Terra Ghost and like do the Sucker Punch, double up into like the Flutter Mane just to get it off the board. Could have did that too. He has low kick. Low kick almost one-shots me. I get one-shotted by a Moonblast because I don't have a Terra. Wow, I lose this game in 2 turns, y'all. I literally lose this game in 2 turns. I think I was better off not even recording with this team tonight, because all I did was go onto the ladder and just get absolutely fucking wrecked by like literally everything I went against. Even Regulation H teams, I had one team that I won against, and even then, like, I just got really lucky. So I don't know. I don't know how I win this. I mean, I guess I can Snarl here. Doesn't matter, I lose. Doesn't matter, I lose. I don't really care for this team. I don't know if it's the Zarude that's just holding this team back so much, or I just have some really terrible matchups tonight, but I've just been getting absolutely fucking wrecked every single game tonight. All my testing games, I got wrecked. There was that first one of the games I recorded for you guys versus the Regulation H team that I happened to win against, but that was a really oddball team. So I just got really lucky with that team. It was kind of like a random Regulation H team. Didn't really have much synergy at all. But like even all the other Regulation H teams I went against, I've lost to. Let's talk a little bit more about this team. Alright, as for this team, if you guys want a team around Zarude, I think overall this is probably one of the only teams you're going to find. I haven't really found any like actual like Zarude teams that actually have rentals. All the ones I tried to feature for you guys before this, all the rental codes have gotten taken down, or they don't have a rental code. So, there's a reason why nobody's using this thing, and it's blatantly obvious. It's just fucking terrible. The main issue with the Zarude is the dark grass typing. It's just terrible on this thing. It's so much of a hindrance to where you need to actually have a Terra on this thing to mainly do anything with it most times. And especially for this team, you don't want to be using the Terra on the Zarude a lot of the time. Usually what you want with this team is you want the Terra Fire on the Koraidon, or even like the Terra Water on the Walking Wig, or even like the Entei for the more damage numbers. And like having to be forced to use the Terra Ghost on the Zarude just takes a lot away from this team. I think it actually is actively holding this team back. Its ability is also terrible. Leaf Guard literally does nothing. It's a terrible ability. And then Jungle Healing, which it's kind of like Life Dew, but at the same time, like, you're not a bulky Pokemon. You're not like Clefairy or like a lot of the other shit that uses Life Dew. You're not going to be able to sit on the field to spam Life Dew infinitely. Maybe 1 or 2 turns max if the opponent's stupid enough to let you just sit on the field and heal yourself up. Most of the times you just get one-shotted by everything because you're weak to like literally everything. There's so much shit that's just really common that just absolutely destroys you. So I don't know. I think if this team was actually meant to be better, like if this team is needing to be improved, what I would do with this team, which is probably what it was originally what this team was, get rid of the Zarude and throw like, I don't know, like Life Orb, Brute Bonnet or some shit onto this team, with like Spore, Sucker Punch, Seed Bomb, and like Protect or something onto this team. That's probably what this team originally had, and it was swapped for Zarude. I think that it's actually holding this team back. I think that would make this team a million times better, and it's overall just really incredibly similar to Zarude, and then Spore is just such a good move. The other thing I didn't really care for on this team too is the Special Entei. I feel like the Special Entei without the sun, it's just really weak. There's a few games that I was not able to get the sun up where my sun got swept away by like a Terapagos or the weather got changed. And the damage on the Entei, especially with like Eruption, I feel like the damage numbers without the sun just really aren't that good. I would actually just get rid of the special Entei. If you want to really run Entei on this team, just run a physical Entei. That's what I would do. And it also synergizes way better with the Chien-Pao. I don't know why the Chien-Pao was on this team apart from the Koraidon and the Zarude. And even with the Chien-Pao boosting the Zarude's damage, its damage numbers still aren't that good. It's mainly just for the Koraidon, so you might as well say fuck it and just throw the physical Sacred Fire Entei onto this team with the Choice Scarf. Just throw that shit onto this team and call it a day. That's the only other thing I would really change with this team. I just don't know why this team has special Entei. And if you really want a special attacker that's a fire type, I know it will be doubling up on 3 dark types on this team, but throw Chi-Yu onto this team. Chi-Yu would also be an incredibly good fit for this team. And it does pretty much the same job that this Entei is trying to do, but you have Stab Snarl, you have Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Heat Wave, Terra Blast if you really want to as well, with like a certain Terra. You have way better options, and you can run a Scarf on that thing as well. So, granted you are tripling up on dark types, but even then I think it would fit this team overall just way more than the Entei does. It's kind of the only other thing I just don't really care for on this team. It just doesn't do enough damage, and on the most times you do bring it, you need to have Sun for it, because if you don't have Sun for it, it just misses out on a lot of KOs. And you're being locked into Eruption as well if you miss out on a lot of the KOs. You have about 1 turn to actually kill something, and you just lose a lot of your power if you take damage, so I don't know, I just don't really care for it, at least on this team. I would get rid of that too, but if it's meant to be a fun team and like a meme, like shits and giggles, like non-serious type team around Zarude, then it is what it is. I don't know. But if it's like, this is actually like a genuine like ranked team, I'm not sure what the creator of this team is actually like trying to do. If there's like an actual like ranked team, or if this is a team just to kind of showcase Zarude. I'm not 100% sure, but if this is a ranked team, that's the stuff I would try to improve with it. If it's like a diehard, like try to rank up in game on the ranked ladder type team. But I'm not 100% sure, so. Apart from that, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think with this team, I won 1 game. There was 5 matches I played. There was 1 match that my audio was fucked up, so I don't know if I'm gonna have that in the video. I had a bunch of background noise that came through the mic, so I don't know if I'm actually gonna end up using that. I had people outside fucking making a bunch of noise outside, and there was a lot of background noise, so I don't know if I'm gonna use that game for you guys, but you didn't miss much anyway, as I got fucking wrecked by a Regulation H team that was a Trick Room team. So apart from that game, I had like, I think 5 games I recorded for you guys. You've probably seen 4. I think out of the 4 you guys seen, I won 1. I also did like 3 testing games with this team. I won 1 game with this team out of like 8 or 9 games or whatever I did with this team. I went 1-9 with 1-8 with this team. 8 losses and 1 win, and the only win I got with this team was versus like a really oddball Regulation Age team, and that is it. So goes to show you how bad Zarude is. I think overall Zarude is probably top 3 worst mythicals. Is it as bad as Fiona is? Probably not, but I think it's probably definitely the second worst mythical in my honest opinion for Regulation J. Especially using it right now, so kind of sad that I had to wait this long to be able to find a team around Zarude. I apologize y'all, but I have not been able to find a team to feature for you guys up until now. But it is what it is. At this point, I've actually went through every single mythical for Regulation J, so I'll probably be going through and looking for some more like creative, like unique Regulation J teams going forward to kind of feature for you guys. There's a lot of teams with different Arceus types, and there's a bunch of other stuff too that I kind of want to feature for you guys. I also have one of my own Regulation J teams that I'm currently building, like I talked about earlier, so got that on the way as well. Apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you guys in a future one.